Hello and welcome to Clever News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Florence Joshua. Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) have arrested one Kayode Cole for issuing a death threat against the chairman of the commission. Ola Olukayode Cole, according to EFCC spokesman Dele Oyewole, was arrested at the Lube axis of Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The suspect made the death threat through his Instagram page handle. Instablog Niger had posted a story credited to the EFCC chairman titled, "A religious sect is laundering money for terrorists. We traced 7 billion naira fraud proceeds to another religious group." Reacting on the comment section of the Instablog Niger, Cole stated that the EFCC chairman would be dead in 6 months. In the course of interrogation, the suspect claimed that he was just chasing clout. The Anti-Graft Commission said he will be handed over to the appropriate authority for further investigation and prosecution. Recall that Olukayode had on Wednesday, January 30, 2024, at the Musa Yar'Adua Center, Abuja, during a one-day dialogue on youth and religion and the fight against corruption, revealed that the commission had uncovered how a religious sect in Nigeria is laundering money for terrorists. The EFCC boss also stated that another religious body was found to be protecting a money launderer after some money suspected to have been laundered was traced to the organization's bank account. A prominent Muslim cleric, Sheik Ahmed, who had been acting as a self-appointed middleman, has again emerged as a divisive figure in the kidnap for ransom crisis plaguing northern Nigeria. The Kaduna-based Muslim cleric Sheik Ahmed has revealed his intention to dialogue with bandits who abducted about 287 school children from Kuriga Local Government Secondary School and LEA Primary School in the Chukwu Local Government area of Kaduna State. Gumi, who said this in a bid to facilitate the release of the abducted school children, pleaded with President Tinubu not to repeat the mistake made by former President Muhammadu Buhari, who refused to dialogue with bandits. Clever News, Imofono Kon, who sought the opinions of some Nigerians on the burning issue, reports that many are of the opinion that instead of pointing an accusing finger at Gumi for being complicit in the banditry ravaging the country, he should be given an opportunity to negotiate with bandits for the safe release of the abducted school children, while some said Gumi should be arrested.
Recently, bandits invaded the Kuruka area of the Chikom local government area of Kaduna State, shooting at their victims before taking away at least 287 of the pupils and teachers from both schools. Meanwhile, both the federal and government of the affected states have refused to dialogue with the bandits to release the school children and have also refuted claims that it had hired a private negotiator to facilitate the release of the victims. However, reacting to the development, Sheikh Ahmad Kumi, in a statement, said that government's stand of not negotiating with the bandit is an unfortunate position. He therefore advised the government to dialogue with the bandits, not only for these Kuruka school children's abductions, but in all cases. He added that the government should use the same approach it used in releasing passengers that were abducted on the Abuja-Kaduna train in 2022 to release the school children and others. Kumi therefore offered himself to lead a holistic dialogue between the government and bandits as part of his religious duty to do so for peace. But the question again is, should Sheikh Ahmed Kumi be given opportunity to negotiate with bandits?
If you could remember, Abacha once said it, and I quote, that any insecurity that lasted for 1 hour in this country, government hands in is there. No need of say, okay, they should give Sheik Gumi and all those guys. And Sheik Gumi, as a clergyman, he need to be even arrested for this act.
My own personal opinion is this. If using force or using any other means within the military working capabilities may not give result, we should be able to look for negotiations, look for people who can interface with these people they can trust.
This is the problem we always have. When somebody have a knowledge of doing something, federal government will not give him that opportunity. And that person will just go with his knowledge like that. That is why we are not developing.
I will allow him on. Is he have a soldiers, or is he has a police, or is he has a DSS? So he should give a right information where those children is to defense or DSS or police.
So the thing is that government, I know it's a very dicey. If you have your child there or your sister, you want them out. So whatever government can, since government has not put in enough structure to prevent it, they must find a way to get those girls out, if it even means negotiating with them.
But when you look at it on the other way, if maybe federal government should go ahead for negotiation, it's like it is encouraging those people to continue what they are doing.
Gumi'S had previously negotiated on behalf of state government to free abducted people by bandits. Does this mean Gumi'S knows these bandits to the point that he is confident of a successful negotiation?
Some people who negotiate for all these things, it's a place of trust. It's not about following them. I was there in Niger Delta those days. Those who negotiate, they will tell you this is the person because they felt this is the person that will not betray us. Are you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it may come from a place of trust. It has got nothing to do with the person sponsoring them, because I do know if you are sponsoring a criminal, you wouldn't want to be known.
Sheik Gumi'S, I can say he is in charge of this bandit.
Issue of Gumi'S is, me the way I look at it, I don't know. Why those people so much believe in him? They trust him that they can even sit down and talk to him. Why? What is his maybe connection with them? Yeah? Is he the only person maybe they trust, and why?
Gumi'S has, however, pleaded with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to listen by dialoguing with the bandits because the past administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari refused to do so. Recall that Sheik Ahmed Gumi'S, a former army captain for years, has been involved in the safe release of some kidnapped victims in the country. Imefon reporting for Clever News.
The Jollof War between Nigeria and Ghana will be ignited on Thursday when defending champions Falconets of Nigeria file out against the Black Princesses of Ghana in the finals of the 13th All-African Games Female Football at the Cape Coast Stadium in Ghana. Nigeria is chasing the title for the fourth time, having won the maiden one in 2003, 2007 and August in 2019 in Morocco. Cameroon had beaten Ghana 1-0 in 2011 finals, but Ghana took the title only once, beating Cameroon in a revenge in 2015. In 2019, Nigeria had wallowed Algeria 3-0 in the semi-finals. Morocco lost the other semi-final to Cameroon in 1-3 before clinching the bronze with a 2-1 win over Algeria, and after a pulsating 0-0, Nigeria beat Cameroon 3-2 on penalty for their third title. Ghana piped Ethiopia by a lone goal, beat Tanzania 2-1, drew 1-1 with Uganda at the group stage before dazing Senegalese babes 3-1 in the semi-final. Nigeria surprised Morocco 2-0 and then slammed Senegal 4-0, with Egypt, now known for several tournament withdrawal at the age group, missing out before Nigeria outplayed Uganda babes with second half goals in the semi-finals. Although the third place match will be decided at the same venue at 5 p.m. Nigeria time, the focus is on the finals as Nigeria-Ghana rivalry in sports deepens, along with which country has the best jollof rice, which is an African food delicacy making global attention. The credentials of the Falconets in football actually make Ghana look like renounce of the game. Nigeria had played their first international game on 7th April 2002, slaughtering Mali 6-0. Their biggest win was against Sierra Leone 10-0 in a match played in Nigeria in 2014, though Nigeria bowed to the high-tech Japanese football 0-6 in New Guinea on 13 November 2016. Wikipedia informed that Nigeria appeared at the African Under-20 World Cup finals 10 times and won all the 10 times in 2002, 2004, 2006, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2015, 2018 and 2022. World record holder in the women's 100-meter hurdles, Toby Amuson exerted a dominance on the continent against the ongoing 2023 African Games in Ghana, winning a third hurdle title in the competition in 12.89 seconds on the tracks of the University of Ghana Sports Complex on Wednesday night. Amuson also led the women's 400-meter team to a gold medal finish on a night a dominant Nigeria athletics team claimed 5 gold medals. Initially, she was far from the rest as she coasted through the finish line. Her latest win didn't come without a scare as she survived disqualification with a caution for false starts. The 26-year-old diffused the pressure of the initial start, winning the race ahead of Madagascar's Tidioni 13 seconds, 0.19 second in second, while Zimbabwe champion Tinashe won the bronze with a time of 13.59 seconds. The Association of Foreign Relations Professionals of Nigeria has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his decision to lift sanctions as well as reopen borders with Niger Republic. The AFRPN President Ambassador Gani Lawal made this known at a press conference media engagement session in Abuja. The association advised the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to recuse itself from political crisis, insisting that ECOWAS was a creation of military regime and as such the newfound euphoria with democracy has no place in its working, while cautioning the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tugar, not to jettison the country's age-long pursuit of centric brother-keepers foreign policy.
President Mbeki last year argued on our podium that democratic governance offers the best approach to pursue populist foreign policy goals. However, nurturing democracy is not a tea party. It requires creation of a robust and elaborate educationally informed population that will act as a vanguard of democracy. A largely illiterate and uninformed population cannot enhance democracy. Therefore, Nigeria insisted on zero tolerance for military coup and on democratic change of government in Africa requires that Nigeria must demonstrate with examples of nurturing and deepening its internal democracy and ready to assist less endowed neighbors to maintain their internal democracy. But are we in a position to do this now? If not, we should put our mouth where our money can take us. The idea of issuing threats to others on democracy is not an option for Nigeria. For Nigeria to continue to maintain leadership position, it must increase its base of military industrial capability, economic prosperity at home, and readiness to assist its neighbor and lesser third world democracies. It must also invest abundantly in the African Union mantra of regional integration and cooperation, silencing the guns, and support for less developed neighbors, and conflict resolution through dialogue and compromise.
Because what Ambassador said, Nigeria and Nigeria are virtually like twins that are separated by artificially imposed borders. So because of that, we brought the element of diplomacy, conciliation, advocacy, negotiation, and intermediary roles to be played by eminent persons. And the end result, as you have seen, is the decision by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, DCFR, to lift sanctions against Nigeria and also to open borders between us. So these are some of the results of the advocacy work that our association is doing.
The 6th annual conference is designed to interrogate issues of the moment by experienced practitioners with the theme on constitutional change of government and attainment of African Union's 63 Agenda and UN SDGs. The guest lecturer to the conference is the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Hajia Amina Mohammed, while the former Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, will be the chairman of the occasion. The Association of Foreign Relations Professionals of Nigeria is a society of foreign relations experts consisting of 7 retired career diplomats and ambassadors, scholars and researchers on foreign policies and international relations. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Florence Joshua. Bye for now.